guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am in a new filming setup. I am actually over at the Ipsy Open Studios filming my first tutorial. Hopefully it's one of many. I really hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And for this tutorial, I decided to do a halo smoky eye. I've never done one before and I had some requests to do one. I opted for this rose gold colored one. I thought it was perfect for summer and it would work so well with all different skin tones. And the best part about it is you can pair it with any lip you want and it's gonna look awesome. So I decided to do this hot pink because why not? I really hope you enjoy this makeup look and the new filming setup, and let's do this. What's up guys? I am super excited on my new backdrop and I hope you like it too. First things first, I'm applying MAC Strobe Cream and I'm applying it to all the high points of my face and working it in with my fingertips. I love applying Strobe Cream underneath my makeup because it gives me a nice radiant effect. And now for a little more hydration, I'm spraying on some Fix Plus. To prep my skin and prime, I'm using Smashbox Primer, and for foundation, I'm using the new Elcie Cosmetics Micro Silk Foundation in the shade Porcelain. And my favorite way to apply it is with my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush and just buffing it in and really pushing that product into my skin. I do like to apply 2 layers just to get that medium coverage that I want. Oh yeah, and I am going to be doing a full review on this foundation. Let me know if there are any other reviews on maybe some new makeup products that you're interested in because I love doing reviews. They're probably one of my favorite videos to film. So as you can see, this foundation is not a full coverage foundation, but I do have some blemishes in certain areas that I want to cover up a little bit more. So to do that, I'm going to use my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NW15. This is my favorite concealer for covering up blemishes or scarring, that kind of thing. I find it works so well, and I like to use my Sigma concealer brush just to pack it down first, and then I'm going to go in with the same foundation brush and just buff it out the same way I did my foundation, and I'm just kind of doing like circular pressing motions. We're gonna get super deep here guys, but I truly believe when you want to achieve a fuller coverage makeup look, you really want to build up that product. There's no sense in slapping on a bunch of foundation expecting a full coverage because it's not gonna happen. So just build it up with thin layers at a time and you will get a more natural full coverage look. But moving on to the eyes, I'm using my eye primer, and this is by Mica Beauty Cosmetics. It has seriously taken the spot of my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I love it so much, and I got it in my Ipsy Glam bag a few months ago. To set that primer and get rid of any tackiness, I am going to go in with MAC Mylar eyeshadow. You can use whatever cream or bone colored eyeshadow you have. It will all do the same thing. I'm going to be blending in my transition color in my upper crease, and I'm using MAC Cosmetics Bamboo. This is a color that works really good for me. You can use whatever you have. And I'm using my Morphe M441 blending brush, going from inner to outer corner in circular motions back and forth. This next color I'm picking up is Orange Soda by Anastasia on that same blending brush, and I'm just going to buff that slightly below the bamboo color. Now to get started on that haloing effect, I'm packing on the shade Burnt Orange from Anastasia using my Real Techniques flat shader brush. And I'm just packing that on the inner and outer corner, and then I'm going to take my Sigma E25 blending brush and pull that very low in the crease back and forth. So it's kind of creating a haloing effect, hence the name. You guys, don't be afraid to pick up more color if you need to and just blending it in, because that's the key, is picking up more color, blending, picking up more color, blending. And now I'm going back in with my Morphe M441 and buffing out any harsh edges. Going into my Lorac 2 palette, I'm picking up the shade Nectar and adding just a little bit to my crease. And to deepen up the inner and outer corner, I'm picking up the shade Sienna by Anastasia. See, I told you it's all about building up and blending. It's kind of tedious, but I swear it comes together in the end. And if you don't have these exact shades, don't worry, use whatever is close. It's all about just building up that color and using similar shades to one another. It might also look a little bit messy up until we add that pop of color on the center ball of the lid that we've left blank. I'm going in with the shade Rosé from the Lorac 2 palette, and I'm pressing that on with my finger. I find when using my finger, I can get that really intense payoff, like metallic payoff. It just melts on and smooths onto the lid really nicely, and I'm just buffing out any harsh edges that might be there and getting everything to fade really nicely and with no additional product on my blending brush. For concealer today, I'm using a new one. Oh my god, I'm not using Prolongwear. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in the shade 0.75. It is so nice, you guys. It is full coverage and it doesn't crease. It's so creamy and I just love it so much. And blending it out with my Morphe G2, it blends out like a dream. Two of my new favorites. Expect a favorites video really soon. To set that up, I'm using, of course, my Holy Grail MAC Emphasized Shaping Powder. I'm keeping the lash line pretty simple. I'm going in with the Anastasia Burnt Orange color. You can go in with any of the colors from your upper half of the eye. Pressing that with a flat definer, blending it out with a clean pencil brush, and then pressing a little bit of the rosé color in the center underneath the ball of the eye. For brows, I'm using my Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown, again by Anastasia. I've been loving her products lately. They're so good. And my 266 brush by MAC, kind of spaced on that one. I feel like it's just easier to watch this part, but I pretty much just frame my brow first, and I work on the lower part first and then the upper part, and then I leave the front of it blank because I like to use whatever product is left on my brush so it's not harsh in the front. Then I just fill in all of the blanks. After I'm done filling in the middle and outer portion of the brow, I go into the front using my Sephora retractable brow pencil in Rich Chestnut. It has a really fine tip, so I just kind of flick it in upward strokes, kind of mimicking the hairs. To set my brows, I always use Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. It's the bomb. There's nothing else that is better than that one in my opinion. I am going to be doing winged liner for this look because I love winged liner. It's my jam, so if you don't want to do it, it's totally optional. That's okay. You can do a short wing. You don't have to do a wing. Do what you want. Two of my favorite products for my winged liner is my Inglot Gel Liner in 77 and my Makeup Geek Bent Liner brush. It makes it so easy and they just are a match made in heaven. I will link a in-depth winged liner tutorial I did down below if you haven't seen it. This step right here is pretty self-explanatory. It is some mascara. I'm using Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte, but use your favorite. And applying some lashes. These are number 43 from Friends Beauty Supply in LA. They are dupes for the red cherries. Yeah guys, so I'm done with my makeup look. Okay, moving on from the unfortunate events that just happened to my lashes. You know, it happens. House of Lashes lash glue is so sticky, you have no idea, or maybe you do, but you feel me? Sorry, it happens. We're just gonna cover that up and pretend it like it never happened. But now I'm going to just apply some mascara to my lower lashes and highlight my brow bone using the color Snow from the Lorac 2 palettes. And to bronze the skin, I'm using Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade 04 Glow. And I'm just going to buff that on all the areas where the sun would naturally hit. The trick is to kind of go in like a 3-like shape, hit the forehead, the cheeks, and the chin jawline area, and then of course blend it out using a big powder brush. So I do use the same contour shade all the time. It just works so good for my fair skin, which is really hard to find a contour shade. If you are fair, give me a thumbs up because you know the struggle. This is Harmony by MAC Cosmetics. It's actually a blush, but it is a great contour shade. For blush today, I'm using Hampton's HD Blush by NYX, and for highlight, I'm using Mary Luminizer by The Balm. I actually meant to use Becca Moonstone, but it's just natural habit to pick up Mary Lou because it's the best. What can I say? And to set everything and lock it in place, I'm using All Nighter by Urban Decay. I am going to add a little bit of lip primer by MAC and line my lips using More to Love Prolongwear Pencil, again by MAC Cosmetics. I really like using a lip primer with all liquid lipsticks because it lays down a nice smooth surface for it to adhere to. The lipstick I'm using today is by Too Faced and it's the Melted Fuchsia. It's so beautiful. You can use any lip color. It's going to go perfect with this look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you guys in my next video.